This is Global Tel Link. You have a prepaid call from
PERRIE Thompson.
an inmate at the California State Prison, Los Angeles County, Lancaster, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Peace, King.
What's going on, man?
What up, brother? What's going on, baby?
How you doing today, man?
I'm maintaining. How you living?
And I'm all right, man. Just another one.
That's what I'm talking about,
Another
brother.
one like the other.
Know what I mean?
What's going on, though, man?
Yo, same old on this side, you know what I mean? Trying to hold my head and advocate for these people out here, you know, and trying to do whatever I could do to help your situation better and help you get on out here on the forefront, on the front line, you know?
For sure. Appreciate you, brother.
No problem. So check it. Let me in the book, man, you dedicated to two people. You know what I'm saying? I want you to tell me who did you let the people know who you dedicated it to and why, man.
Well, the two people I dedicated the book to was Mr. Del Toro and Nipsey Hussle. Mr. Del Toro is the young man whose life tragically took. I call it regret of my life. And I dedicate the book to him as one form of, my apology and, illustration of how I'm trying. I can never right that role.
Right.
But I'm trying to, do my best to prevent another situation like that or kid going out there and taking another kid's life.
Right.
It's something that, bothers me every day. What I did to Mr. Del Toro, the more I understand life, it really starts to bother me more and more because, I know he would never enjoy, life.
Right.
Several different aspects of life. And it was all because of me. So I feel, dedicating the book was, I won't even say the least I can do, It's just something that, I hope, in due time, if his mother, his family, anybody, happen to pick up the book, it'll bring them some type of comfort to see that, I've changed and, I'm trying to, pay pay respect to Mr. Del Toro by, doing the right thing. And Mr. Nipsey.
Mm-hmm.
I dedicated it to Mr. Nipsey because Nipsey inspired me. He was an example to me of how you represent your neighborhood. I've never was taught to, if you want to represent your neighborhood, you help your people. You help the children. You try to create jobs. Teach our children about being financially literate and opening up businesses. And, that's how you represent your community.
Absolutely.
And I never looked at it from that perspective until I seen what Nipsey was doing. That was really representing the community. Destroying your community is not representing the community. So I took that from Nipsey. And I also, Nipsey's death was a tragedy to me because it was a showing, how the gang mentality and that self-destructive mindset, it's continually to hurt our community, when our leaders and people who are trying to show us a different way are taken out by the people inside of our community.
Mm-hmm.
And that all talks to this mentality, this gang, this self-destructive mentality that, is so deeply embedded into us that, we see people like Nipsey, doing good things in the community. And it's mind-boggling to me that someone from the community can come and, take his life from him. And that lets me know that we got work to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what inspires me, to go out there and tell my people, like, how many more generations are we going to destroy each other?
Right.
We can't keep doing this. And,
right.
That's one of the major thing also that made me dedicate this book to Nipsey.
Now, what do you want our youth, when the youth picks up this book, what do you want the youth to get out the book? What is the objective of the book for this young guy or this young girl that, you know, is uncertain about, you know, their trials and tribulations of life?
Well, you know, I want them to, as I say a lot in the book, you know, first use your common sense when it comes to, you know, anything. Whether that be, you know, getting into it with somebody on the streets and deciding whether I should hit this person and walk away, to, you know, joining again. You know, your common sense is always going to tell you what is the correct choice. And anyone that grew up in the gang culture, grew up in any gang area, you look around, your common sense should tell you, this ain't where I want to do.
Right.
This ain't what I want to do, because I'm seeing the result. And as I stated, that is my ultimate objective for the kids to take from this book. What am I going to get at the end of my life if I decide to game bang? What is going to be beneficial for me?
Right.
And, you know, that is the ultimate objective that I'm trying to pull up out of these kids, man. Get them to look at it. What you doing? What you going to join this gang for? You know it's going to be all bad. You ain't finna get nothing good from it. I promise you that. And I want you to think about that. Like, when you decide I'm finna go get put on or join this gang, before you do it, please ask yourself. And even to the dudes that's still out there that's a part of the gang, I want y'all to ask yourselves too. What do we do? What are we doing? What is the objective? Like, when it's all said and done, what am I striving for? What am I gonna get out of this? What is this all for? And I guarantee you, at the end of that thought, study, whatever you decide to go do, it's going to be all bad. It's going to be jail cells and coffins.
Right.
That's it.
That's right.
And, you know, once that becomes clear, I believe it's going to be a great justice to our communities.
Yeah, you know, I totally dig what you're saying, you know, because when I'm speaking to the youth, I let them know, when you embark on any situation in your life, you know what I mean, when you make any decision in your life to do something, you should definitely be looking at the end result. If you're not looking at the end result, you need to rethink about what you're doing. If you're going to start, if you go to college, right, because you're going to college because you want to graduate, right? You're not going there just to be going. You're not just going to waste your money and just sitting in this dude class. You're going because you want to graduate. So I think the youth, like, they need to really start thinking, if I'm getting this gang, what is the end result? If the end result is not anything positive, it's a no.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
For real. Word up. So, I mean, you know, so when you think about this this gang life, you know what I mean, was there any point in time before you had your epiphany that this was not for you? When you were in the midst of it, in the thick of things, was there any times that you started saying, did you ask yourself and start saying, yo, this is some bullshit I'm doing, but I'm gonna do it anyway? Did you ever start, like, did you have any questioning moments? I'm talking about even when you was on the outside too. Did you ever question that this was some foolishness?
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially when at one point when I started to trying to rap, I found out that I was sectioned in. That, you know, I can't go collaborate with these dudes over here.
Right.
I can't collaborate with these dudes over here, or
Right.
you know, I can't even just be out in the world like that around here because, you know, somebody might do something to me. And that was one of the moments that I remember when I was younger, when I wanted to explore the music world, and I knew. And you can't explore the music world and try to be a gangbanger at the same time.
Right.
And
right.
that was one of the moments
right.
that I questioned it. And, you know, throughout my life, you know, I've never been a dummy. You know, when my friends were getting killed or, you know, I was going to jail, don't always came to my mind, like, what am I doing? But it never, at that time, I didn't have the, you know, say the knowledge or the strength or the coping tools to, you know, come to the conclusions I can now. Like, yeah, this ain't for me, and I'm not about to be doing it. Back then, the thought came to me, but I didn't have the strength, I could say, nor the knowledge, nor the tools to, you know, address it at that time.
You know what? And that you just brought up an interesting point. You know, you brought up when you started rapping, and that's a positive thing. You know what I mean? When you started rapping, you had to ask yourself, damn, I can't really move the way I want to move because I'm gangbanging. So that basically means, let's say somebody from a rival gang, you feel is hot, you can't collaborate with him. You understand? But you could really like his music. You could say, damn, shit is dope right here. But you can't, so therefore you have to put your dreams on hold. You understand? For a mirage. I mean, because I mean, you know, because like you've said, you know what I mean, that it's all like fake. It's fictitious. Not the act of being in the game, but the thought process behind it. You know what I mean? It's like, what are we striving for? Like your book entails, man. You striving to be a failure, and I like the title of your book. You know why? Because it's cut and dry. And I tell young people, you know what I mean? I'm a real black and white guy. If you ain't succeeding, you're failing. You understand? Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
On the brink of failing.
On the brink of failing. And you, my brother, are definitely succeeding. I know right now you still behind bars, you know what I'm saying? I know right now, you know, the legal system hasn't really put their total trust in your liberation, but even though you are succeeding, man, and this is the first step to you taking that step outside, is self-liberation. Once you have freed yourself, it makes it easier for these people to free you, you know?
Yes, sir. I agree.
Absolutely, man. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
sure, man.
So let me.
But I also want to make a point. You know,
sure.
I'm doing a book donation. You know, I'm trying to get these books out there.
Okay.
And if you're a youth organization or any type of organization that, you know, is trying to better our communities and stop some of this violence and, you know, chaos going on in our communities, I'm open and would love to donate books to you. So,
right.
You know, please contact my people. You know,
definitely.
On Instagram at YouthSave. That's YOUTHSAVE on Instagram. Just DM and my people will get back to you ASAP as we're trying to get these books into the hands of our youth.
And we definitely gonna put that in the description, you know what I'm saying? So don't worry about it. They'll have your book, they're gonna have your Instagram, and they're gonna have, you know what I mean, they're gonna have any other contact information you want to be put on there, so they can definitely contact you, Mr. Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, what you doing, this is on the real. I'm not a dude that go to church, man, but on the real, in my heart, you doing God's work. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
On earth. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you something. This is the hardest. It's easy to be a failure. You agree?
Yes, sir.
But it's hard to be on a successful track. It's hard to stay on a successful track. It's hard to stay on that positive track. Thinking
This
negatively,
call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Thinking negatively and doing negatively, that comes, we human beings, that comes easy to us. You agree? That's regular.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When something go wrong, the first thing you think about doing is some shit to get back at the person. That's normal to think that. But to hold back that urge and turn that urge into something positive, man, that's probably one of the hardest things you could do in life. So, like I said, I'm gonna do it 100 times more, and I've done it 1,000 times already. I'm gonna commend you, man. You understand? For real. So because that shows character integrity, and I think as men, that's all we got at the end of the day is our character integrity. If you have no character and you have no integrity, you ain't a man. You understand?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you can't stand by, right? If you can't stand by your word and you know what I'm saying, and be willing to be real with you, your life on the line to help, you know what I'm saying, our community.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
If you can't do that, man, you might as well off yourself, because you are worth nothing in this lifetime. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I mean?
I agree with you, brother.
For real, brother.
And on that note, our brothers, for their personal morals and integrity, those out there that know the downfall of the game, man, y'all don't need to be the only one out here vocal, man. We need more to come out and let our youth know, man, it's all bad, man. It's a better path for us.
Absolutely, man. I mean, so give us some really last words and words of wisdom in the last, I guess, 30 seconds that we got right now, brother. What you want these people to know about you personally?
Oh, man, I'm on a mission, man, for redemption, man. Like I say, I never feel like I right any wrongs after you take someone's life, but I'm on a mission to prove to the world, myself, my family, and everyone that,